I love them. Scorpio. Let's see what the cards have in information about to be getting, right? Alright, so this spread is welcome to part 2. I'm glad you stuck out with me, alright? So this one's about your mind, body, heart, and soul. Body, physical. It's just easier to say body than physical. It's a lot more concise, right? You say physical, it's too open conversation, or too open to interpret. But when you say body, like, okay, you know, I don't want to say this, but it puts you in your 3D understanding. You don't need to go higher. I think a lot of people don't need to go higher. We'll talk about that later. Alright, so the cards don't flip out. The first one, I'm just going to throw or have it flip, and if it comes up, it comes up upright, right? But otherwise, if it flips downward, face down, then we're going to put that as a quarter situation. Boom. It's going to be facing the querent, you, the viewer, so. Well, I don't know why I'm shuffling so much. It's just, okay. You have the world reversed on your mind. You see, it's crazy because in the other spread, you had the bigger picture to everybody. So right here in your mind now, I have to say, but the moment if you went through the first spread, the first video, and you actually read this video, this would make a lot of sense in actually you giving out. I'll explain it later how my beliefs on the situation. But yeah, you definitely know that it's a big picture, and you're afraid that something bad could happen, or that you're not up to the task. Yeah. Alright, so you have the Magician in reverse at the bottom of the deck. That's your body foundation, right? What is that? You can be good looking and using that to your advantage. As a self, take that as a self. Maybe that was rushing too quickly. We'll find out. But not necessarily that. It could also be your talents, your skills, right? And you have the Sun in reverse. Your heart. Wow. It's still good. The Sun is still good. Whether upright or wrong, it's still pretty good. Right? Wow. And then you have Temperance in reverse. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. Something's going on here. And then what after? Okay, so you're worried that it does involve the bigger picture. That would scare the hell out of me too. And then you have the Sun here. You're like, either you feel burning passion yet somehow yearning. That's basically what it is. But at the same time, in your heart, your soul, you have to balance things out. We'll clarify as to what that means. And the physical in your body, it doesn't seem necessary, but you could also be like doing stuff in the physical situation that isn't really good. It could affect anything. We'll clarify. We'll clarify as to what it implies and what it connects right now. Nice. You have the Empress upright. I'm glad. But yet another major arcana. Wow. 5. That's pretty good. Okay. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Clarifying the Empress. In reverse. Yeah. Alright, the self, like in a self kind of situation. That's why I interpret it that way. It's you could be acting like stingy, really, really difficult with somebody. Let's just say if they expect a lot, but they don't want, they want a lot in return for what kind of crumbs you're getting. We'll clarify that one more time. Wow, and Death upright, clarifying the world. You know it's going to be a huge change. You know that whatever you're going to do requires sacrifice. you have to sacrifice something. Like, not that you can't have your cake and eat it too, but it could also mean like, how can I explain it? Like, yeah, it's like that. You know, I'm sorry. And then you have the Chariot upright, clarifying over here. The Magician. That's good. That's actually really good. They could relate that you have to sort to whatever you had to do to get ahead. It doesn't. We'll clarify that right now too. We'll see what it really means to. All right. The Six of Swords. Moving away, kind of situation. Well, okay. So the way this could, I would interpret this is like, you know, I read this elsewhere too. The Sun reverse is just a little too much of everything. Like here, you're getting kind of overwhelmed, even if they are good things. You're like, oh, okay, things are moving too fast for me to understand. And yeah, and you're just kind of like willing to walk away from all that. But like, I'm not getting enough in return for my invested. Okay, then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wands. Clarifying Empress. Yeah, either you are or you're being too brash a word? I'm not sure. Or difficult and not stubborn, but like not really like you more. Yeah, I guess you could say stubborn in what they're thinking, and they're not afraid to show it. And you have the Three of Wands, clarifying the Magician. Sorry, I was reading upside down too, and the Chariot. So I think you had this planned out. You already had it planned out, which is good. There's no problem with that. You were wise enough. Maybe that's why you came out as a magician. You were wise enough to have a plan to move or whatever, which is why you know that the bigger picture might not be the best change, but you know it expects a lot of change, and you were probably overwhelmed, which is you're willing to walk away, which may affect this Queen, or you're behaving like that. So that's you're not being yourself. Something's got you down. You have the Moon, clarifying the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Emotions. The water really means emotions to me. So, yeah, like what really happens at night. I don't know. It's probably hidden. You probably didn't even know it involved. If it's a person, it would be somebody who's not just stubborn, but not willing to see any other way. They're like, no, it's just what I want. Otherwise, it's not what I want, and I don't want that. So you got the Five of Wands, clarifying the Six of Wands. Six of Swords. If I'm not mistaken, here, give me 1 chance. I always doubt myself, and I shouldn't. Here, Traver's on with that. 5. Yeah, okay. Everybody reads this as competition, which is nothing wrong with that. But you have to hold. Oh. Okay, so this could also be interpreted as don't give up. It's difficult, but you can still do it because the Sun is there. You're just willing to walk away from it. You're like, no, it's good, but I'm not willing to sacrifice as much to be able to do it. Sorry for my cat. All right, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles, clarifying the Queen of Wands. I think. Okay, if it's you, you're behaving a particular way because you know it involves your wealth, or it's somebody else that knows it involves their wealth or your wealth. It doesn't say who. Like, if we had clarification, this would be where not clarification. If I had an extended reading, this is where I would go with it. But for now, it's pretty good. So, let's clarify death one more time. The Emperor. All right, wow. That's another like major player. So you know that it might cut something off, or build a wall against somebody who's you know is kind of on their game. Alright. And lastly, Page of Pentacles reverse. Yeah. Well, I'll let you clarify that one. At the bottom of the deck you have Eight of Pentacles, which is really good. Maintenance. That's what I call it. Like don't let yourself just be comfortable with where you're at. Like, oh, I did this. Okay, let's do something else, or I'll move on along and do more. And also, if you want to know what decks I'm using, they're all. If by the time you see this, I should have it all figured out and put on the list. I'll read this in reverse. They're pretty good. You have Foundation and Achievement. Which is good. Right. Let's see. Let's see what else. Either it means you have a solid foundation or you don't, right? Patience and Planning. Patient and Planning. Oh, nice. Kind of like right there. The universe, yeah, you're getting that bigger picture too. You're getting that now. You're like, whoa. It involves, you know, not just me, but someone, those around me. Then you have the crown chakra. Right, you can always read them however you want to read them or interpret them. So it's just the crown chakra. It's major change. You just know major change is coming up. Like I'm not like if I really got into it, but I don't have the time. I would throw in a lot more astrology. But at the same time, when I see they using any other reader, they're like, oh well, how can I say? You know what? Never mind. That chakra. I had it in my brain, but I wish I had not to go there. Or there you go. When they say, "Oh, I see this zodiac sign. I see this sign. I see every sign here." I'm like, yeah, that doesn't tell me. So and again, it's just I'm reading differently than most people. I think. And then you have balance, clarifying the foundation and achievements. Nice. Balance things out. And then you have the heart chakra. I think your intentions were good, whatever they are. And then you can always read down left to right, right to left, up, down, diagonally, right? Let's see what the universe holds. The Tower. It's not that it's going to go bad, you just know that if things don't go the way you want them to, a lot could be, you're risking a lot on this. And, okay, you don't know that. Okay, over here, you know it's going to change, you just don't know how massive that change is going to be if you read these two cards together. Otherwise, over here, it's like universe and disruption, like everything in your world might not be going as you want it to. Let's see what the crown chakra means. Base chakra, whoa, dude, from top to bottom. So it's you gotta do everything. Do what you gotta do, and make sure nobody takes away your achievement, your foundation, or yourself. Make sure your foundation achievements reaches a sort of balance to where you don't have to worry too much about if you're overdoing it or not doing enough. And then have patience with your heart chakra, meaning don't give up on your whatever brought you passion, right? And then the universe is like I read it as, you know, it's the bigger picture, and you just don't know how big the situation might get. But then you have the crown chakra clarified by the base chakra. You gotta Okay, okay, if you believe in it, I partly do, but kind of not necessarily because I haven't done it that much. Is what do you call it? That like a chakra alignment. So you can try that, or do your own meditations, however you want to do that. But it's a whole physical thing for you. That's why it's such a huge disruption. All right. So at the bottom of the deck you have trapped in fear. Sorry about that. Yeah, see, you're whatever's going on, you're just trapped. However that means. Just remember, it does affect your foundation, but you need to have balance. And remember what brought you patience and planning with your heart chakra. And then don't like I don't know. All right, we'll do this. We'll clarify that tower one more time. I don't really do this often. It's about partnerships and alliance. You just don't know how this change is going to affect it. Alright? And then just the chakra thing. Firm foundations, right? You got to do what you got to do and have good foundation. Infertility, Empress, one more time. Alright, that's it for this. Alright? Trapped in fear. Don't let your fear get to you. Now we go to the last kind of bit of it. Past, present, future. I don't do these often because I believe the farther you go in the future, the less accurate you are. So, I don't really know. This is a top deck, if I'm not mistaken. So, it's nothing major. It's just, it has princess, but it doesn't, and I think a page princess, a princess, and then the queen. But the Melkor cards only have the page and the knight. The knight represents also a king. It's a lot. Okay, well, you have the Ten of Wands, clarifying. Not clarifying in your past. So you've been through a lot of work. You've done a lot of work. Doesn't say where, but we'll clarify right now. You have the Six of success in your present moment. So you're good. You're not that bad. You just, I think both words here show that it was a major change. Something major is gonna have to change. I think the more you sacrifice, the more you're gonna look like a person. I'm not saying anything this or that, but that's what caught my attention. And Three of Pentacles works. You have to kind of work on that. Work on your beginnings. You've been through hell and back, I guess, and now you're trying to see some rewards coming to you, or you being able to be a benefactor to somebody else in a given situation. And in the future, you're just starting out when you just started, monetary wise. Or, yeah, I think so. Alright. You have the Prince of Cups, clarifying works. So it's good. You might get an offer of something. It doesn't seem particularly the same, but Eight of Pentacles. Maintenance again. Don't let go of a connection or of an offer, I think. Just make sure it's one that's grounded. Alright. You see something worth it with this person. You're willing to invest in this person. Let's leave it like that. If it is a person, or you're willing to invest in an offer, we'll clarify that one more time. Four of Cups, clarifying the Six of Discs. Here this are. Luxury. Don't be so. I don't want to say that, but like, don't be overly emotional. On anything. And then the Fool came out. clarifying impression. So either you were incredibly wise to deal with what you did, or you had a hell of a time because you didn't know what was going on. But now you have a beginning of success, and you're thinking of luxury. You're thinking, oh, I have enough. I can keep going on. I got it. But at the beginning, you're kind of just starting out. You might get an offer, and you should think about it left and right. No, read everything about it, like the fine print, just to make sure everything's good. You might get a good offer. Let's look a little further. The Hermit. You might have to go it alone. If it's not a person, it's that offer. That offer one more time. Crap. Let's clarify that one more time. Oh gosh. I almost bent that card. And the Queen of Swords, clarifying the Hermit. Alright, and then at the bottom of the deck is Nine of Wands. Have strength. You're almost there. Almost. Alright. And then, because I was late, I'm sorry. I'm going to read a little bit from messages from the universe on love and connection. So it doesn't really have to be romantic love. It could be more self-love or something like that. I'll show you what I mean. Though these cards are double-faced, I'm only going to show you one of them. I mean, you can go get your deck if you want to really know, but I'm going to show one, and I'll put them up in the extended once I get them. Alright. Yeah, that's not bad. First card is turn on your love light. Right? You can't really expect to be meeting somebody or doing something if you don't say that you don't want to do it or show interest. And then you are adored. Right? I think we all are. This is, I think we all are. One way or another. Okay. And then lastly, you have more options than you realize. Alright, so this is your, here, almost done. At the bottom of the deck, it says, I heart you. Nice. Very nice. Alright, and again, because I was late, and this is for your February reading, so you're first now. We're gonna do a little bit of hopefully I don't get flagged for this, but I did buy some cards from the Law of Attraction cards. I haven't really studied with these, but I thought it was nice to start with the view to see where it's gonna go. Again, I have all the decks I used on my description, so just go for it. Okay. I will not attempt to control others' experiences. 48. Then I will read again. It'll be in the extended. So there we go. There's a double-sided deck as well. Two more cards. Yeah, I got a control issues. I didn't see any control issues here. I just, except for the chains, you might resist it, but don't. And yeah, I guess right here, the Magician again. All right. Card number 15. I see myself enjoying absolute continuing abundance. You gotta think that, gotta know it. You gotta understand it to have it. My thoughts are in harmony with health. Definitely don't discount like positivity as an ability to do anything. Hopefully you were able to hear me this entire time and I didn't just do anything. So last card at the bottom of the deck is the thoughts I think today are pre-paving my future. Dope. Alright. Thank you very much, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll just to bring me into the present moment, just and to bring you out of it, we'll hit the chime one more time and take another breather.